I am Rosemary Barton, and that was just a taste of some of the English debate tonight. With just under 2 weeks till Election Day, have the leaders made their case to Canadians about why they deserve their votes in this election? Here to break down what we saw tonight, Chantal Hébert, Andrew Coyne, Althea Raj. Good to see you all for a second night. Let's start with what we took away from tonight. I asked you that question last night. None of you seem to think that anything changed dramatically. Let's see what you made of tonight. Andrew, I'll start with you.
I think Pierre Poilievre made some yards. I think he had a good night. He looked focused. He was confident. He was fluent. He presented his case well. He was not just a critic, but also outlining his own plan. So I think by the normal standards of how you judge these debates, I think he had a good night. Mark Carney, by the normal standards, you would say, showed his inexperience. He comes across as a normal person. He seemed to be amused by the proceedings, as I think any normal person would. But a lot of the rules that govern normal human conduct don't really apply in a debate. In normal human beings, you defer if somebody interrupts you, or you answer the question that's put to you, or you direct your answer to the person who asked it. In debating, you don't defer, you just talk through the interruptions. You don't answer the question you were asked, you answer the question you feel like answering, and you don't direct your answer to the questioner, you talk straight to the camera. So by those normal standards, you would say his inexperience showed. The question is, how is the public going to measure that? Are they going to look at that and say, he wasn't as good a debater as Pierre Poilievre, or are they going to say he sounded more like a normal person does?
Yeah, and I think that is about the context, the moment we're in. Chantal?
I was interested in the fact, from where I was sitting at least, that Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre, and I do agree with Andrew that Pierre Poilievre had a good night, but that they, in the end, their exchanges dominated the debate. And so this debate does not move us away from the binary choice that this election is about, which is which of those two do you want as prime minister? I don't think that Mark Carney did anything to make people say he's just not ready for the job. But I think Pierre Poilievre at times showed a side of himself that he should have showed earlier, that probably made him more competitive in that kind of a contest. Yeah. I did see a lot of pushback online about interruptions, and that pushback was largely centered on Jagmeet Singh and his attempts at interrupting. There was a lot of complaining about that, at least online. And I don't think that Yves-François Blanchet brought his good game to this debate, but I don't think he found a handle to pitch himself inside the binary choice in a way that he probably would have liked or got to do thanks to the moderator in the last election.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Althea, your thoughts on where we're at after that one?
I'm not sure I'll change anything. I think if you're a partisan, you probably think that your man won because they're only men. I agree that Pierre Poilievre did a lot better tonight than he did last night. There were a lot of missed opportunities on the from Mark Carney. He let things go unaddressed, things like Pierre Poilievre suggesting that he's going to bring back the carbon tax after the election, the Brookfield stuff. Like, I think Mr. Poilievre was good at planting seeds of doubt about certain aspects of Mark Carney's past or ethics or values that Mr. Carney chose not to respond to.